Hello, good evening. So these are answers to the article that we read. The first question is, how is parenting expectations influenced by racial identity? I feel a lot of it is like social media portrayal and I don't know, just things that we grow up hearing about. There's a lot of negative um, things out there involving African American fathers saying that they're absent and not a part of their children's lives. I don't know if it has to do with, you know, many being single mothers out there. Um, but I feel like a lot of times there's a lot of assumptions made. And so, and there's not a lot of positive portrayals out there or stories. You don't hear a lot of stories like this article where you see a man, stepping up and taking that active role in their children's lives. The story that I liked the most was I don't remember the name of the fella, but he had the 4 kids. The youngest son, the mom committed suicide, and the oldest son was his stepson that he had formally adopted. I feel like you don't hear that very often, where they take on the responsibility of the one son and even want to work towards. Um, he was saying that he had difficulty with that relationship, and it had to do with the fact that he wasn't his biological father. So I feel like the fact that he wants to work towards that and build that relationship as well is just a really great story to hear. And then the fact that he has his youngest son, he's the only parent as the mother is no longer alive. That's a really difficult thing to take on. So I think that resonated with me the most. Do I agree with the comment that fatherhood for a man should be the most important, hardest job towards the end of the piece? Yes. I think that fatherhood or motherhood should be the most important and hardest job it is. You put yourself in a situation where you had a child, and so I feel that it is your duty to make sure that you do the best you can to your child, for your child. Raising a decent human being is pretty difficult, and the thing is that the children are our future. So the way you raise them is, in direct relation to how our futures are going to play out. They're the ones that are going to be making the decisions for us when we're older. So I think it's very important to take it seriously. And so, as well, for this article, it is geared towards, fatherhood, but I think that both parents should take equal responsibility and have it be the most important and hardest job and most rewarding job as well. So why does society not also celebrate single mothers? Okay, so the traditional family roles usually you hear is, the mother and father married. However, there are a lot of situations where we have single mothers. I don't know if it's because society views that as like you put yourself in that position, you should have waited till you were married. So I don't know. The other thing could be that single mothers is the more common thing that you see where the dad leaves because he doesn't have to. He's not as close to the children, or however that works out, and so you see more single mothers out there, and then it's a bigger deal when you see a dad out there taking care of his child, being a single father. It's more of a it's more of a surprising thing. So then they like to praise that more often. I'm not exactly sure why society doesn't celebrate both single mothers and fathers. I think it's a difficult job to just be on your own and take care of your children financially, mentally, socially. It's a lot to do, and a lot of praise should go out there to those that have to do it on their own. And that is all the questions that they had. Hopefully I can get this to upload and show. Thank you very much. Have a good night.